EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins first down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly set to kick.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early, this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
At the 27.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
82.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. It's Mixon on the counter. He takes this for 3 to the 29. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Dolphins 7, Bengals nothing.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From midfield now, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kyler Murray, 55 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Bring it, baby, bring it! The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Burrow now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
4 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Actually lining up for the extra point.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
11 on the play. 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Murray now on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Bengals' 20-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Murray again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Murray. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like, oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Let's go, D. 51 to Mike. 51.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Murray buying time to his left. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return goes up to... his own 17-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he'll let one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That
ties the game at 21 apiece. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Bengals 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
9-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 33. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Burrow on play action. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. There he goes, left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Bengals 28.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
7-yard pickup.
Brings another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Going for it all. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Murray escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
43-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Christian Wilkins in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. 16 yards, a 1st down.
28-yard line.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kyler Murray, 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go and can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Flushed out right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respect.